All right, we're going live. Is that yours?
That's mine.
Go get it. That would be the time.
It is the exact time that it would happen.
All right, we are live. Appreciate it. Lacey and his
I'm getting my
shaved
drink.
ice real quick.
Give me a moment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. We're here with another evening coaches show at the Bethany High School. This time we've got soccer out here. We've been excited for this one all week. Ever since
I've
we
been
caught
excited
the soccer
ever since the game, really. Yeah.
Oh yeah, two great guests join us for these first couple of segments. We'll introduce them here in a second, but first, a little bit about Aloha Shaved Ice, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway, right on the corner of Council and the Expressway. Down the road from the high school, down the road from SNU and SCU. You can't miss it. Great local business with an immaculate vibe right here in the Ninen area.
Oh, it's great. I love it in here. I've only been here a couple of times, but you really get summer vibes in here. And we're about to hit summer as it's get a lot warmer very quickly.
We got a little bit of rain coming in first, but no matter what, you can take the summer vibes with you if you stop by Aloha. Again, that's 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. Well, to our guests, first off, thank you for joining us. One of you has been on the show a couple of times. I think this is the first time we've got the other. So if you would, please introduce yourselves.
I'm Cameron Regier.
I'm Eli Marquez.
And when you found out you were doing this today, first off, just tell us, how did you find out you were doing this today?
Coach Williams called us over at practice. Cam, Eli.
So you found out about 15 minutes ago?
Yeah.
What did he say? Just Cam, Eli?
He was like, do you guys want to go on the show? We're like, sure.
He didn't say you'd be getting free shaved ice or nothing, no incentive there, just you were told?
Yeah, just made us.
All right, well, we're happy you decided to join us. We've been looking forward to this one. We'll have them on for 2 segments, 30 minutes, our first half of our show. My first question to you guys is just very simply, I'd like you to very quickly recap your seasons up to this point for the girls and the guys.
We started the non-district. We got a little bumpy. We lost 3. Santa Fe, South, Woodward. Yeah, we lost those 3, but the district we're 2-0. We won 1-9-0 the other night, Tuesday, and then we beat Community Christian 5-4 last second goal. So, yeah.
Good stuff.
I came from basketball season, so preseason was, I'm not honestly that sure. Like, I think they had some good results. And then whenever the basketball girls came, we played Santa Fe South, and we lost the first game back. So that was like kind of a wake up call, I guess. And then we had a pretty good tournament. We lost in the finals, but we beat a good 4A team, so that was good and exciting. And then district, we're 2-0, and just excited to keep going.
Right, so both 2-0 in district. We caught the Ada games. Those were blowout victories for the both of you. Just really quickly, thinking back to that game, what would you say was going right for you guys? What was the, the best aspect of the game that led to your victories?
I think we just kept possession very well, and we were calm, and we finished our chances whenever we had chances to score.
Did you ever?
Yeah, I'd say the same thing, kind of. We were just taking advantage of our chances. Had a slow start to the second half, but got the job done. So.
Now, if I remember correctly, you had quite a few goals. I think, did you end with 2?
I had 3.
3. It was quite a bit, too.
It was somewhere in there, yeah. I was guessing 2 or 3.
So a bit of a scoring onslaught, really. Has that been more of the trend this season, or do you feel like that was kind of an outlier?
I mean, yeah. I scored a decent amount, not as much as her, but
I'm trying to let you build yourself up here. It's like, yeah, I'm that guy.
Yeah, you got to build it up a little bit, Eli. Come on.
I'm beating you, Eli.
Yeah, the 13 goals. So.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, needless to say, these two score a lot of goals. Okay, they're a big deal around these programs. Your coaches are out here. They're giving you some notes on the side, I guess. They're helping you out here. Tell us a little bit about the game plans they drew up for you guys this week.
Just keep possession. Just play simple and not try and do too much, and just play simple.
Ours was kind of the same thing, similar, play the ball fast, finish our chances, and get the ball wide. That's a big one. We want to get services in. See, Coach Williams, I listen.
I think, is she pleading right there with you to believe her?
Yes.
So do they actually listen to you a little bit? every once in a while.
No, they couldn't when the other girls were playing Connect 4 over there, I tell you what. All right, but explain that a little bit. Get the ball wide. What's that encapsulate?
Sometimes we like to play a little right down the middle, and so we have to open up those spaces. And by doing that, we have to play the ball wide so that we can, slip people through and get services and finishes. But yeah, that's something we've been working on since the UConn game because we struggled there. So yeah.
Good. Eli, in the guys' game, I noticed you also play very fast when you're out on the pitch. So tell us a little bit about how the midfielders and forwards approach the game.
We play with 4 midfielders, so the 2 up top we either like to get really high and like space out so we can have like a lot of space to play. We like to like overload the midfield so we can like outnumber them and keep the ball.
Seemed to work very well.
That definitely looked that way.
Yeah. Hey, you also took a lot of corner kicks. That was something I noticed. How does that come about for the team?
We have Denton Jagger. He's 6'3", can jump really high, so we just try and get a lot of corners so we can get him chances to head the ball.
He gave you guys a lot of chances, that's for sure.
I mean, 6'3" definitely helps.
Yeah.
Blake, you had a question for me real quick?
I was just wondering for Eli. It seems like you're kind of almost the point guard of the whole team. Like they tend to get you the ball a whole lot. You don't possess the ball for a very long time, but whenever you do, you tend to make good things happen. Just explain what you see out there.
I like to just like set up my teammates or like play quick so we can move the ball. Like, yeah, just make opportunities for the team.
Yeah, because you had your hand in several goals. I mean, you scored 3 yourself, but you had your hand in a few more. So
yeah,
nice.
Cam, to circle back to you real quick, you also tend to score a lot of goals. I think it was like in the 50s by the time the season ended last year. So when you're getting fed those opportunities, do you have something you're looking for, an area of the goal you're aiming for, or are you just letting it fly?
Kind of just going with the flow. If my teammates put the ball in good positions to score, just kind of hope to put it in the back of the net. But yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, in that Ada game, it seemed like the game plan for the first 10 minutes or so was give it to Cam and get out of the way. So I just wanted to.
Well, first 5 minutes, that's like our saying. So first 5 minutes we want to score, and so we try to come out on top. Kind of make that happen in the Ada game, but once we got into the flow, it was good.
Is that a similar thing for the guys squad? Get out on top very early on?
Yeah, we try to, but sometimes we slack off in the first 5.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. We're joking.
It was almost the polar opposite. They got off to a real fast start. Y'all kind of were a little sluggish to start, and then you turned on in the second half. So.
Yeah.
So then, how do you bounce back from that? Say you don't get the start you're looking for. How does the team kind of lock it back down and get to where you want to be?
We just try to keep our heads up and positive, not get frustrated, and just keep going. Just know the opportunities will come if we keep playing.
Cam, same question to you. If the first couple of minutes don't go the way you were planning, how do you get back in it?
I think just keeping possession of the ball is important. So if you have the ball, you can make dangerous things happen. So if we're turning the ball over, if the ball's not bouncing our way, just putting our foot on it, connecting a couple passes, and then hopefully getting into the flow of things.
Nice, very nice. Coming up, girls' game against Mount St. Mary's. Next guys' game is against Cache. Coming off of such a big win against Ada, do you feel like you have that momentum, that energy going into these, or are you kind of trying to take it a game at a time?
For sure, we like to build momentum through the playoff, so we can get to the playoffs and bring wins together and
Yeah, same thing. We just want to keep building on our wins. It's good to go in to the state tournament on a high seed, so hopefully we can make that happen. But yeah.
Blake, in our broadcast a lot of time, likes to mention getting early season wins, so you build yourself a little bit of a buffer. I mean, clearly that seems to be the goal with you guys, and through years past, you've done a good job at it. So for those who are unaware, girls were state champions last year. Guys finished in the semifinals, both very, very good, very successful seasons. Coming into this one, did you feel like there was a little bit more pressure on both teams' backs, one for being a champion and one for finishing so far in the postseason?
I would say that there was pressure, but I still think people kind of underestimate us, which I like. But I think that there is a target on our back, but we still have a lot of work to do, and we still got to play with that chip on our shoulder. So can't walk in thinking we're the best because we have to prove them wrong. So.
Yeah, I just feel like we don't have too much pressure. I feel like we lost in the semifinals, so we just gotta just keep going and try and do it again. But win.
Do it again, but win this time.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one. That's a good
You know,
one.
the more W's you get, the better you tend to do. I've heard that.
That tends to be how it goes. Right? So tell us a little bit. Obviously, you guys came from practice. So tell us a little bit about practice today and how the coaches led that.
Today we started with possession, and then we went into like a offense, defense, like it was just defense versus offense. We tried and score, and then they were countering if they won the ball, and then we finished with a little bit of finishing.
We did like this possession game over the river, and then we went to offense versus defense, same thing. We just played, and then at the end, Kelsey let us pick what finishing we did, and we chose World Cup, and then it was getting a little dangerous, so we had to stop, but it was really fun.
Dangerous?
Now, how'd it get dangerous?
Well, whenever Conley would throw the ball up in the air, we were all trying to head it at the same time, so it couldn't go.
Yeah,
okay.
that could get a
Coach
little.
Williams, you did not hear that. No one got hurt.
That's good. We wouldn't want anybody to get hurt. Well, my last question as we head to our first break of the show is just a fun one here. How do you feel your individual level of conditioning is?
As Coach knocks over
Our crowd is throwing things around out there. Great
He was
studio
not happy
crowd.
about Cam's answer just then.
Guess not. How's your conditioning compared to the team, and then who's got the best conditioning on your teams?
Wait, what do you mean by conditioning? Like running?
Who can run the longest? Who's got the best condition? I don't know. If you had to pick someone, who would it be?
I think Maddox or Weston. Probably Weston. He runs up and down the field a lot and just never stops.
Hofar does go side to side a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, he goes quite a bit.
Cam is pleading for an answer right now.
Honestly, I'm not sure. I don't think I can give you an answer. I don't know. Coach Williams' opinions? Yeah. Yeah, probably Jocelyn Valderez, probably.
Okay, we got an answer eventually.
But
We
it would be Shane because she's like a cross country and she's like really fit and stuff. But unfortunately, she can't play.
Fair enough. All right, you got one more question before we go to break?
Not at the moment right now.
All right, then I think we're going to head to our first break of the show here. This is the Bethany High School Coaches Show, sitting down with soccer at Aloha Shave Ice and Coffee Shop, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway here in Bethany, Oklahoma. We're here for an hour just past 6 p.m., so you got plenty of time to tune into this show. By the way, Aloha is tagged on our Facebook post if you want to go by and check them out. We'll be back after this break, folks. Don't go anywhere. Say aloha to your new favorite shaved ice and coffee shop, Aloha Shaved Ice, on the corner of Northwest 39th Expressway and Council. Aloha brings the summer vibes no matter what the weather looks like outside. Their year-round shaved ice means you get to enjoy classic flavors like grape, strawberry, and cotton candy, while their extensive selection of coffee complements that chill flavor perfectly. Looking for something different? Aloha has specialty drinks for days. Try the Banana Split, Fuzzy Monkey, Spider-Man, or Shrek. And trust us when we say that's only a small part of their specialty lineup. Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, spring is here. And when you need help with all your tools, lawnmowers, and more, Evans Hardware out here in Midwest City is the place to be. 1021 South Douglas Boulevard. In the springtime, lawnmower maintenance is more important than ever. And Evans Hardware, it's the place to go for all your lawnmower maintenance tools. They've got seat repair, they've got brand new handles, blade sharpeners, and cleaners, and of course new belts line the walls as well. Remember, when you need lawnmower maintenance, power tools, stuff for the garden, and everything in between, Evans Hardware in Midwest City, 1021 South Douglas Boulevard is the place to go. Do it best here at Evans Hardware.
Here at Integrity, we're more than just a name.
We can be reached directly at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatingandair.com. Remember, we offer free estimates and second opinions on HVAC, plumbing, and electrical.
We offer a lot of services all around the metro. We go within 130 miles. Today here we want to show you our trailer. Basically what we consider angioplasty for your home, just like you would with surgery. We go in and kind of can save the pre-existing lines no matter the condition. Any old cast iron, any Orangeburg, any clay pipe that's pre-existing inside or outside, we can go in and completely reline the inside of that pipe to make it like it's brand new.
We recently did a house. It was 70 to 80 feet of liner. We left the house how we got there. We didn't have to break nothing up.
We are now taking care of a secondary branch line that goes to a bathroom. With us doing this, it makes sure that you get many, many years of service out of your line, and we're able to do as good of a job as we can.
Integrity Services, new location, but same great service you've come to know and love. We can be reached at 405-833-5992. Give us a call.
Give us a call.
We return, ladies and gentlemen, here live from Aloha Shaved Ice for this edition of the Bethany High School Coaches Show. We're sitting down with soccer today. Luke Young, Blake Vance, having a great time so far. Segment number 2, sitting down with the players, Cam and Eli, about to ask them some more questions. So thanks for tuning in. But first, a little bit more about Aloha, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway, of course. The number to call, 405-633-7778. Stop by, take a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of the summer season with you here at Aloha. But they also have a cold brew, some hard foods, everything in between if you're not in the mood for the shave ice. I got the Spider-Man today. I remembered we talked about it at
brand
baseball.
New day.
I got it. Blake, what'd you grab?
I went ahead and got the cold brew I always get. It's really good.
As you take,
I take a sip.
It must be good.
It's amazing.
Cam, what was your choice?
I usually get the blue raspberry snow cone.
That's
Blue
pretty
raspberry,
good.
yeah.
Blue raspberry's classic. Eli?
I usually get a smoothie. Yeah.
What kind of smoothie?
I like strawberry smoothies.
Hey, my man,
Hey,
give me
this
some right
guy.
there. Yes, sir.
You got Luke's heart with that one.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I've got another question about your personal preferences, but this one's back in the soccer realm. Your numbers. How did you end up with the numbers you have? Is there a story behind them?
I usually wear 0 in club, but Beckham left in freshman year, so I wore his number for the rest of high school. So.
I've always been number 3 or 33, so just kept it going.
What is it about 3?
My parents were 3 and my sister, so it kind of just runs in the
Okay.
family.
There you go. That's
Yeah,
pretty
there
good
you go.
reason. And then, of course, the follow-up question is positions. Were you always wanting to play the positions you're currently in, or was this more of a high school development? Why is that such a funny
I usually
question?
play in the midfield, but I've been playing striker some in high school, but usually I play midfield some.
Which do you like better?
I like midfield better, I think.
I usually play the 9 for club, but for high school I play the 10, so I play in the midfield. But, yeah.
Well, you both do a really great job at your positions, by the way. Just want to throw that out there. Okay.
Thank you.
So then I actually thought of another question. What's the most difficult position on the pitch?
I would probably say, I think center back, because if you turn the ball over, like, the other team could, like, it's right there and could score. So, like, and if you're up top, I mean, you have pressure to score goals, but, like, I don't know. I just like center back or goalie. Like, that's just very dangerous. So.
Yeah, I agree, center back probably, because one turnover and they could score off.
You're kind of that last line of defense right there. And actually, the defensive line, right, the defensive backs were actually doing really well for you guys in the last game. Tell us a little bit about the strategy that revolves around your DBs.
We play with wing backs, so they get up and down the field. It's kind of like they play offense and they play defense. It's not just like one responsibility for them.
Yeah, ours, we play with 4 in the back, so we have 2 center backs and 2 outside backs, and the outside backs like to overlap and get in the attack, and that's what I talked about, getting wide. We want to get them involved, and then our center backs just defend and connect passes throughout the midfield. So.
Right. And so when you're out there in practice, right, and coach is going through these roles, right, is that something you hit on every day, the defensive play, or is that kind of like the rest of it, where it might kind of switch out in between?
It's not an everyday thing. It's just kind of just every once in a while you work on a defensive shape. Yeah.
So what is, would you say, the most common thing you practice?
Probably just like possession and just like offensive shape, because
Ours is, we have 2 touch for like the rest of like, I don't even know. We have for a long time. We're not allowed to take more than 2 touches.
Interesting. I would have never known that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Got one?
Yeah, I did notice a lot of defensive excellence out there. Ada didn't really cross y'all side of the field very much last game, so I just wanted to, like, was that part of the game plan, or?
I think when like we're up and we're in our press, it's kind of hard to beat it, and so I think that our pressure kind of turned them over a lot, so they weren't able to get past our half that often. But yeah.
Okay. And then for you, kind of the same vein, y'all were kind of back and forth during your game against Ada. but towards the very end, it looked like y'all gassed Ada out, so they were just like kind of not getting back as fast and everything. So was that part of the?
Yeah, I think after you get up a lot of goals, they just kind of like give up. So you just gotta just put it. Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, fundamentals is something they were very bragged on by our guest
Absolutely.
broadcaster, actually. He noticed that the girls' team plays with very, very high fundamentals, and the guys' teams plays with very, very quick, very, very intense, very, very calculated moves. So what would you say? Would you say that's accurate? Would you no? How do you feel like that fits you guys?
Yeah, I think that our team is very fundamental. We want to make the right play and, just try to make the best play that we can and see the field very well. So yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, I feel like boys it's like very fast and so sometimes you can get a little crazy and get away from the fundamentals, but we try and stay fundamental as much as we can.
Good. Well, we're 5:30 p.m., so we still got a little bit of time here. So let me give you this question: this season, or maybe we can expand upon this going entire career, who has been the most fun opponent to play? Like, who's one you always look forward to going out there and going head-to-head with?
Definitely Clinton. Played them all 4 years. There's just a good environment, good game. It's always competitive.
I would say for me it was Chickasha. That was a really fun game, and Jazzy scored in the last second, so it was insane and super fun. And we're gonna see them again this year, so excited to get back out there against them.
Nice. Actually, now that's once both of you have mentioned last-second goals just here tonight. So tell us a little bit about what it's like when something like that happens. Final minute, you get a buzzer beater, so to speak. What is it like on the field within the team when something like that happens?
It's definitely one of the more exciting moments of soccer, so it's just a lot of screaming and happiness and joy.
Yeah, it's insane. When we scored, we did it a couple times last season, and every time we were just going crazy, and it was really fun.
Now, basketball has a locker room they can essentially flood and cause people to slip and fall in. It's a little bit different on soccer, so what do the celebrations look like?
They do actual celebrations. They plan them.
Yeah, I kicked the flag down.
Kick the flag down. And that's a planned celebration?
It wasn't planned, but it was just in the moment thing.
Okay.
I did get a yellow card for it, though. So.
I mean, that just means it was a good celebration. Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What does a planned celebration look like?
We don't really have planned celebrations, but the bench does. They're clowns over there.
That's apt description right there, right? That's funny. So the girls don't have any celebrations?
I was going to ask about that because y'all were having a real good time during our pregame interview first.
Oh, well, yes, we have a good time, but we did the sea lion.
The sea lion.
Oh, I know what that is.
Jazzy scored, and then we ran over to the bench, and they did it. It's like a TikTok trend. I don't know.
I actually, believe it or not, know which one that is.
There's a video, Coach Williams, and you go like that in it.
Did they have to run for that?
No.
That's fair.
So did Eli have to run?
Oh, he needs to. Surely you don't take that sitting down. Come on.
That's a low blow right there.
Hey, well, don't worry. We'll have them on for the next two segments. You can get your get back on there. Blake, any questions from you?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I had because, y'all were having a good time during the pregame whenever we were interviewing you. And then, I think the first one or two goals, y'all did the celebration on the side. I almost caught it on video, but I couldn't quite get there in time. But were those all planned?
The what? The celebration?
The celebration on the first goal or the second goal, one of the two. They went off to the side. And it looked like a swim thing. I don't even know.
Oh, probably.
It looked like there was 5 or 6 of them over there.
Probably. They probably did. I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't quite get the camera there in time, but it was a fun one.
Yes.
I was never much for planning celebrations, so that's a good question. Who is the celebration planner on the team? Who has all the fun ideas?
Jazzy. She plans all of them.
Of course, the stunt one.
Probably Colin and Christian like to plan a lot of celebrations, but.
Okay, what's the best one they've ever come up with?
Jazzy doesn't come up with any good ones.
Clip that, and we'll post it later.
Yeah, we'll make sure Jazzy sees that.
They're funny, but they're not serious. I don't know.
Yeah, there's never any serious celebrations. Yeah. Just
Are they more like just regular celebrations, or are they like TikTok trends or something like that?
usually TikTok trends. They never get done. 'cause
That's fair.
Unless it's the sea lion, apparently.
Right.
All right, so let's shift it back to a more serious topic maybe here as we come up towards the end. Now, you both have playoff experience, so when you're hunting that playoff berth, what's the most important thing in a season, besides maybe like the early wins, that it's important to hone in on and prepare when you get ready for those big games?
I think just like focusing in like on like one goal to like as a team to like win and go out and like perform in the bigger moments. So
I think you mentioned that earlier in the show, how important one-goal games were.
yeah.
I would just say like sticking together as a team and taking it one game at a time. Because if you look for the future, like, oh, we got to make it to this game, like you could take for granted the game at hand. So I just think taking it one game at a time is very important.
Can you give us an example of maybe a year past where the team did what you just said?
Like, what do you mean?
Like an example of when they really focused in, took it a game at a time, started getting those wins.
I think our whole playoff run last year, we just had like we knew we wanted to make it to the state championship, but like we had to get there, and so taking it every game we would go in with one mindset, and it's just like we have to win this game. Doesn't matter if we are up 3-0 or it doesn't matter if we're up 1-0. Like just one goal, we have to be one goal better than the other team, and so that was kind of just the whole mindset going in. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It started probably in the district championship game. We beat Chickasha, and we just one game at a time play it through the playoffs. That's all it is. Just
Nice. Well, we're hoping for a deep playoff run this year.
We would love to be there.
Yeah, absolutely, we would. It should be a fun time, no matter what. I think. Okay, I got one more funny question. What's a necessity on a long bus trip?
headphones for sure.
Headphones because we're not allowed to talk. So.
Not allowed to talk?
They're not allowed to, but they do. Oh, I got you.
Yeah, so headphones.
Okay, headphones. Got it. Stark contrast to basketball stories, by the way. Yeah. That's funny. That's a funny comparison. The culture between the teams is something, it's such an interesting thing to look at, how, soccer approaches it versus basketball versus baseball versus volleyball, every track and golf and everything in between. So, all right, well, I think we're about done with this segment, so I'll give you one last chance.
All right, let's see. I just had it. 1 second. What is the what do you have more fun with, a mercy rule or a last-second goal win? We'll start with Cam and then go to Eli.
Definitely last goal, last second goal. It's so much more fun. Like Mercy's fun or whatever, but like whenever
you get to go home a little early.
but when you're in an intense game and like you score at the last second, like you're going crazy. So I would probably say that.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a last second game. It's just more fun to like be in the moment. And yeah.
All right, well, we're heading to our next break here, halfway point of our show. Live with the Bethany High School Soccer Coaches Show. Got a little bit of representation from both the girls and the guys. Happy for this one. We have the coaches on next. Anything y'all want to say to the people watching before we head off?
Thanks for watching. Oh, come to the games,
There it is.
please.
There it is.
Coach
Yeah,
No
come
over
to
there.
the games.
Yep.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
All right. Well, we got to go back to break. Halfway done with our show. We're live at Aloha Shave Ice and Coffee Shop, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway, as we've mentioned a couple of times already. Inside dining, outside dining as well. They've got picnic tables set up out there. On a day like today, it's perfect to go out, grab a board game, grab a game, head out there with the fam. It's a good time.
Oh, it is.
The other soccer girls that were here were going crazy with Connect 4, so trust me, they enjoy it. They enjoy it. Hey, we're going to come back from break and get the coaches on. These two are done with tonight. Thank you again for coming on doing this.
Thank you.
We'll see you in a few, folks. Don't go anywhere. Half number 2 of the Bethany Coaches Show after this.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods. At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
Eris Lunara Med Spa and Aesthetics at 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 utilizes cutting-edge technology and personalized treatment plans centered around your goals, your comfort, and your natural beauty. Experience a range of services from IV therapy, Sculptra, acne treatments, and much more. With state-of-the-art machines like the T-Shape 2, Eris Lunara offers non-invasive, proven, and natural solutions for healthier skin that will have you feeling exquisite and rejuvenated. Other services like platelet-rich plasma therapy and peptide therapy not only enhance your natural features, but promote recovery and health at all levels. Call 405-563-1255 or stop by 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 to find out about what Eris Lunara Med Spa and Aesthetics can do for you. Remember, call 405-563-1255 today.
Tanko Mechanical, Electrical, and Plumbing is a commercial and industrial contractor. They offer end-to-end client experience that includes seamless communication, budgeting, staffing, on-site organization, and it's solid quality handiwork every time. The past projects include both new construction and repairs and restoration. Occupied and fully operational job sites are never a problem. They can also plan, manage, and build multi-phase jobs. We are a turnkey plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and mechanical contractor. Tanko Company, give them a call at 405-255-7804. Again, that's 405-255-7804. Tanko.
Grandview Windows and Doors is a proud sponsor of the Bethany Broncos and a part of the community serving all of Oklahoma City area with a mission to provide our customers exceptional window and door solutions. Locally owned and operated, Grandview Windows and Doors is your window and door specialist. Drop on by our showroom to get the latest color, styles, and special pricing just in time for the fall. Call 405-787-0230 and visit us on Facebook, Grandview Windows and Doors.
And we return for segment number 3 of the Bethany High School Coaches Show. That's my Spanish. That's the extent of it.
There you go. That's all you need right there.
We're at Aloha Shaved Ice and Coffee Shop having a great time. Thanks to everybody at Aloha here. Super friendly staff, and obviously it's great tasting stuff. The shaved ice, the hard foods, the cold brew that Blake likes.
Awesome.
They've got great stuff here. I got the Spider-Man. It's a bubblegum strawberry thing. Pretty good if I do say so myself. So
it's a brand new day, as they say.
It is. I see what he did there. Stop by here, grab yourself something nice. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And they've got a drive-thru as well.
We'd love to talk to you if we can.
Absolutely. And, yeah, stop through the drive-thru. I'll appreciate it. All right, on this segment, we've got 2 new guests sitting down for the show for this final 30. If you would, please introduce yourselves.
Sean Williams, head boys and girls soccer coach.
Jacob Pennington, assistant boys and girls and head JV coach.
So, obviously, my first question to you, Coach Williams, is how do you end up coaching both girls and guys? There's not many coaches that do that.
I went to the administration several years ago when I was just coaching the boys and stated my desire to do both programs because I thought that I had the ability to do both and saw that there was a need for
we got you.
Okay. And then they at first they were apprehensive and the second time around when the position came open again went and stated my case and they got behind me and allowed me to do both. So it's something that I wanted to do about 10 years ago or so, and this is, I think, my 7th year doing both programs.
Nice.
7th year doing it. I mean,
that's a while.
Those are some long days and long nights, right, Coach?
There's a lot of strategy in trying to plan for. I think we have around 50 out there, so it's all hands on deck all the time. And you saw just the intensity and energy that they bring every single day. So you have to be on your toes for sure.
Man, you've got great help with Coach Pennington here. Coach, how did you get started with the program?
Well, Coach Williams, I got him to coach football, and he said if he would do that, I'd have to help him with soccer, and got me in. This is my 6th year doing it, and I enjoy it. I love it, and it's been a blast. But yeah, he's also my college roommate, and so there was a lot of times where I watched him play soccer in college and fell in love with the game that way too. So, but yeah, he got me roped in.
When he started, we both started around the same time teaching and coaching our respective schools. He's a Westmore graduate, so he was in the Moore School District, and we had always talked about being on staff together at some point. So I had always tried to get him over to Bethany when there were openings in different positions. But when the opportunity really presented itself, I don't know, 2017-ish, somewhere around there, it wasn't much long after I coerced him into being my assistant. So.
Well, clearly it was the right decision. I mean, they're out here matching calves.
Oh,
we got the
absolutely.
Man United shirt. Okay,
Yeah.
they were ready to go here today. Well, if you would, actually, I'm kind of interested. Tell us a little bit more about the time in college. Roommates, I would have never guessed that. Appropriate stories, maybe. Yeah.
Appropriate
Yeah,
stories.
let's do everything appropriate for Gospel Station.
So my first semester, I had one of my high school friends was my roommate, and we knew each other in high school. We met in high school, but he was playing football. I was playing soccer, so he had a football roommate, and both of our roommates left at the semester, and we jumped at the chance for us to be roommates. But in college, before we were roommates, there was a lot of pranks and shenanigans on our 4th floor snowburger, and we were constantly together all the time. So whenever we became roommates, I think we got a few warnings for playing PlayStation and throwing controllers and breaking things, and
Just at Southern Nazarene right there.
Yeah.
So,
So we would spend a lot of our time, on the line playing video games or watching movies or wait to do our homework till 1 a.m. and we had a time.
And nothing's changed.
Yeah, nothing's changed.
Typical college stuff.
Nothing's changed. Yeah.
Nothing's changed at all.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So all right here locally in Bethany, Southern Nazarene. I mean, that's crazy. How'd you stick around the area so long? What do you like so much about it?
So I graduated from Bethany in 2001. My dad was on the school board and helped raise the funds to start the program in 2000. And so that was my junior year, was the first year Bethany had a program. And then my dad was a Nazarene pastor for 25 years. And so my parents graduated from SNU. That was kind of where I was always going. But fortunately, Zach Stevens was the assistant coach that was the head coach in waiting till they hired Mark Pearson, and there was some players on the team that also helped coach high school when I was in high school, and so they coerced those coaches to bring me on, and so I was always going to SNU, but the fact that I got to play soccer was an amazing time for me. And while I was in college, I was the assistant coach for Coach Cagle, who started the program, and then when his sons graduated, I was coming out of college, and he was a lay coach. He owns All American Roofing, so he didn't have all of the time to commit to staying on as a head coach after his kids graduated. So he went to Dr. Schellenberger and to the board and said, you need to hire this kid. And so hired straight out of college to be the head coach. And I'm a Bethany, raised in Bethany, and I would say I'm a Bethany guy. And I have never looked for any other positions, any other jobs. This is where I want to be. The program is near and dear to my heart, and it's kind of how that happened.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Not bad. Coach Bennington?
Yeah, I went to Westmore High School, but I was going to Trinity Church of the Nazarene, and so through like youth events with the Nazarene Church, I was hooked up with Coach Williams like when we were juniors, and then when we went to college and were able to become roommates, we got really close, even more. And for me, teaching at Bethany, coaching at Bethany, has been awesome because of the people you work with. And like I've had opportunities to go other places as well, but like my room is right next to his. We get to coach with each other. Like it's like there's some things you can't put a price tag on or anything like that. And then the people I coach with on the football side, they're great Christian men, and you can't put a price tag on who you get to work with. And we have great kids, like our soccer kids you just interviewed. They're great kids. So being here, it's a special place. So yeah.
So would you say that camaraderie among coaches has just made that program that much better?
I think it goes hand in hand. You got to enjoy waking up and going to work, and like he said, the people that we work with and the school that we're at, the admin, the support from the parents, the kids that we get to coach, it's enjoyable. So I think, and when your best friend is also your assistant that you get to see every 50 minutes, there's not any place I'd rather be, and so it's been awesome for my profession and career path to be at a place that is near and dear to me, and to work with the people that I get to work with.
Yeah, same. That's really rare. Like when you get out and you're just looking for a teaching job, and I had spent quite a bit of time in the Moore schools, and I was at Southmore, Newcastle, and then got a chance to come to Bethany, and it's been great. It's been fun.
I want to ask you now a little bit about the actual way you lead this program. So we asked them about practice coming up before this. When you guys prepare for these practices, what does that process look like for the coaching staff?
I'll usually, like this week, I've already pulled up Mount St. Mary girls film. I've kind of peeked at a few boys district games. We're actually going to watch the Newcastle, I think it's Newcastle Weatherford play tonight, and also Clinton Woodward play tonight, and that's the district that we match up with. Obviously, we've played a few of those teams, but we look completely different until basketball gets over than when we do when it is over. So they also have those same types of issues. So a team is going to look different, but a lot of it is in the week to week, looking at our opponents, seeing, do they have a Camry gear on the team or an Eli on their type of player on their team that's special and that you have to game plan for, or what's their formation, what are the things that they like to do, and then like we spend our practice sessions, like we spend a lot of time working on possession, but most of our practices we deal with tactics quite a bit. We'll try to have a ball skills or technical circuit at the beginning, but the nucleus, the meat of our practice is what tactics we're going to employ. And the boys, both teams have what they're comfortable playing, but both teams have the ability with the depth that they have to to switch if we need to. And so sometimes if we're going to make those changes, we spend a lot of time on our shape and our formation, how we want to defend in those things, and you know, the pressure points we want to try to turn teams over, and for us to be good defensively so that we can, and I played center back in college, so like I always think from the inline up when we set things up, and so, you know, it's always the defensive shape, and then how can we manufacture goals, set pieces, or you know, how we want to play. But both teams play different formations, as you saw last night, and that's based on personnel, on who we have, and then where each team feels comfortable. And I know you asked, like, Cam, you know, her position, she's a natural number 9, but like we play her, you know, a little bit differently based on who we have and who we have available, and how we can exploit the other team with her in that position. And like with Eli, you know, he can play the 9, he can play and he can play the 10. They're both essentially very similar types of players, but you know, when you know, like Eli, when he gets on the ball, good things happen, like you saw last night. So playing him in the midfield, like we've seen the last couple games, you know, we've kind of pulled him out of that 9 position to put him in the midfield, to get him on the ball, to get him on the ball, so that we can get to quick starts and we can get going. Where when he's up there, sometimes it doesn't get to him, and it's a little bit of a slower start. Whenever we can get him going, the team usually follows suit. So long answer, but
no, we love it.
That's all, we do a lot of tactical prep, and now that we're in season, it's this week's a little bit different because it's our bye. Today's our bye. Today and tomorrow's our bye week, bye game, and so most of the time you got a game and then 1 or 2 days to prep for the next one. So it's usually we spend a lot of time figuring out what we want to do for the next one, and then get them ready to play for that one.
So long answer, it kind of was. We're coming up on our next break here, but that's okay because I have a good question that I want to save for the next segment.
I enjoyed listening to all that too.
Yeah, I think Blake, you and I need to get that one really good question on this next one. So we ask y'all to be ready. Coach Pennington, I got you on this one.
All right.
All right, hey, we got to go to one more break here. We're done with segment number 3. After this, the final 15 for segment number 4, and we're enjoying this chat right here with the soccer teams. I mean, this is a great show here. So thank you for everybody that is tuning in. Thank you to Aloha Shave Ice and Coffee Shop for hosting the show and letting us come through here and sit down for an hour, take over their dining area. We really appreciate it. For Aloha, call 405-633-7778. It's an amazing place, and you'll enjoy your time here. We'll be back after a little bit of a break, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Stan's Plumbing is your locally owned, full-service, licensed, and bonded plumbing company, proudly serving the Oklahoma City Metro for over 30 years. Stan's provides all types of plumbing services like faucet and toilet repairs, sewer repair, and trenchless pipe replacement, water heater repair and installation, both tank and tankless, plus drain cleaning and jetting. All plumbers arrive with fully stocked trucks and can resolve your plumbing problems in a timely manner. Since 1988, Stan's Plumbing has held itself to a higher standard in plumbing. Call 405-721-5100 to schedule your appointment. Stan's Plumbing, Valley service in a dirty business. 405-721-5100. When technology has you screaming at the office, call Simplify Tech Solutions at 405-981-1011. Located at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, Simplify Tech Solutions features IT management, business phone systems, manages Wi-Fi, and offers repair and support. Simplify your Wi-Fi before the emotional breakdown by calling Simplify Tech Solutions. Locally owned and operated at 405-981-1011. 405-981-1011. Simplify Tech Solutions.
Ship It Sooner at 210 North Mustang Mall Terrace is your packaging and shipping headquarters for Mustang and the surrounding area, using all major carriers. Sign up now for your private mailbox and enjoy the benefits a post office box does not offer. Faxing, printing, copies, notary service, and passport photos. Ship It Sooner is locally owned and operated. Call 405-256-6264 or go to shipitsooner.com.
Name brands and more for less at Victory Mattress Outlet. Welcome to Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Oklahoma City. Family owned and operated Victory Mattress Outlet has options for every budget, like quality 10-inch beds to high-end luxury mattresses fit for a king. You're the winner here. Shop pillows, protectors, bedroom sets, and more. And remember, the friendly people at Victory Mattress Outlet can help deliver, assemble, and set up your mattresses and furniture. Call 405-510-6988 and never pay retail price for top brands again. Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway, 405-510-6988. That's 405-510-6988. Victory Mattress Outlet, where your best night's sleep costs less.
Stephanie's Vintique and the Plaster Paint Company is all Oklahoma made at 3821 Asbury in Bethany, featuring vintage, chalk paint, antiques, clothing, vegan soaps and lotion, homemade cards, decor, and furniture. And space is available for rent to start your own business at Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company. Call 405-249-3604 and see why people are coming from all over the metro for this paint and decor. Or you can visit us at theplasterpaintcompany.com and also see us on Facebook. Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company in Bethany. Start your Vintique experience.
And we return for our final segment here on the Bethany High Coaches Show. We're sitting down with high school soccer. We had representation from both the guys in the girls squad with the players, and of course, we've got two of the coaches sitting down with us. Thanks to Aloha Shave Ice for hosting this show. It's always a great time every time we come over here. 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. Blake, what's your favorite part of Aloha?
Obviously the cold brew, but overall just the summer vibes in here, the Hawaiian vibe, everything about it, it's just awesome. And quick little bad joke for you.
Okay.
As I usually do, during these broadcasts. Did you know that in Hawaii it is illegal to laugh out loud?
Why is that?
You're only allowed aloha.
Ah, gotcha. I'm not laughing out loud at that one, don't worry.
Exactly.
Inward chuckle. Thanks to Aloha again. On this final segment, we've got a few more questions for the coaches here, and then we're going to send them on their way because they got stuff they need to do this evening. Coach Bennington, let's start with you. I wanted to ask you, you've got a lot of electric teams and electric players that you've seen over the years. What is it about this squad and these players that sets them apart from years past?
Well, this group is really special because when these seniors, specifically in the boys, they started 5 of them as freshmen, 6 actually as freshmen, and they made the semifinals as freshmen with them, and so they've been here with us, and this is 4 years with them now, with this group of seniors that have won us a lot of games, been through a lot of battles, and we've been to 2 semifinals in those 3 years previous, and I want to see great things from them, and they're starting to click and play well right now at the right time. That was our best game, the way we played with each other, and we still even have a few injuries right now too that we can get healthier and even better, and I'm excited to see how we keep progressing and what we're going to look like come playoffs. It'll be interesting with this group of boys. And then the girls, we only lost one starter or one player from that played a lot of minutes on the championship team, and we gained a lot of freshmen, including Kinley, which is Coach Williams' daughter, who's playing a big role for us now too. But we have a lot of talent with those girls coming back, but this year is going to be different for them because now they have a bullseye on their backs for being the state champion. So it's exciting for both teams. This is about as exciting that it could be coming into a year with both teams.
Blake, you wanted to ask your big question?
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. So my question was, you kind of alluded to it a little bit, but you have players like Cam, Eli over here. You have Zella Reyes, Buck, all them, Jossie. Can you just, whenever we were watching, I was observing like they were making a bunch of cuts and passes that I didn't see a single opening, but they somehow found their person they were trying to get it to. You can't really teach vision like that, but how do you kind of help mold that?
Well, we do that possession all the time, and we talk. Girls were saying, well, we only haven't allowed 2 touches. Well, it's on for a reason. Mm-hmm. And so when we play these possession games, different things that we try to incorporate in practice, it teaches them how to play quickly with each other, make runs, try to keep the ball, and we see those things get better and better because we work on it, but it gets better and better as the year goes on because, we hammer those things at practice over and over again, and then, some of these players have played with each other for a long time, and they'll play club soccer too, and so they're awesome to work with. But yeah, we preach that all the time.
I mean, with the boys, with our what we call our box, it's with Eli, Griffin, Caesar, and Weston, which they've got a lot of minutes together, and so their chemistry, their movement off the ball, and how they read each other, because they've played together for several 2-3 years now. It's become second nature to them, and it's the reason we play that formation. Is when I said we can play different formations, but this is what they're most comfortable in, because they play really good with each other. And Joey, he got hurt against Community Christian, who would be in that box, and then we'd have to figure out some different changes with the wingbacks or who plays the forward in that sense. So we've kind of mixed it up where Eli plays in that, but he's the last 3 games he's played as the attacking mid in that, and I think his movement and being able to get on the ball is pretty. They read him well when it gets to his feet, and then Griffin and Eli. I've personally my son, they're best friends, so like I've trained them for many years. So again, it's the chemistry and the minutes that they've played together, I think, highlights that the best. It's just it's become second nature, and it's fun to watch when they are on, and they're playing as fast as they were the other night. I think I told them in the locker room it was the best collective 80 minutes they've played this season, and Ada's not inept. I think those boys should get a lot of credit for being able to light it up, but they put 9 on Claremore this weekend as well, and Claremore's not inept. It's something's clicked in the last 3 or 4 games, and the movement off the ball, how fast the play is has been apparent, and I'm hoping that continues through district play. So.
Well, I think one of my last questions is, if you can, however much you're at liberty to dispose, can you tell us a little bit about the preparation for these upcoming teams? You mentioned that you watched a lot of film and you're going out to see some tonight.
For the boys, like, they can play a 3-5-2, they can play their box, they can play a 4-2-3-1, and Community did a good job of counterattacking and exploiting our wingbacks, especially when we got tired. And we can change the formation, based on that. But if they play, our biggest thing is we want teams to react to us and not be a reactive team that has to change the things that we want to do. And if they can continue to do this, it forces teams to have to change the way that they play, especially with the boys formation is a somewhat unique formation that does cause a lot of teams problems, and it takes them a while to figure out what we're doing or what our shape actually is. And that box, their interchange, it's like chasing ghosts for some teams. And so as long as that's the case, the boys is really just looking at the counterattacking, the teams that have speed on the outside, and how we can mitigate and make sure that we don't get caught. And then for the girls, Mount St. Mary's, they play a 4-3-3, which matches our 4-2-3-1. And I just, looking at film, like we have Jazzy and Jocelyn, our wingers, and our emphasis with the girls, that they tend to try to find Cam sometimes too much, and it's usually straight down the middle. So when I say get wide, it's if we can get the ball wide, it opens up those channels for Cam and Kinley. And so with our girls, the two-touch thing is just playing quicker. The ball moves faster than the person, and sometimes with the talent that we have, we tend to take too many touches, which slow us down, and teams that are athletic can then play at the same pace. Whereas if we're playing fast, if we're playing quick, we have too many matchups that teams cannot match up, because you have to pick your poison. Do we double Cam, and then Jazzy and Jocelyn are singled up? And so with Mount St. Mary's, they're one of the better teams in our district. But what I've seen on film is they're going to have to choose what they want to do, and if they want to stop us, I think they're going to have to play a defensive-minded game, or choose their poison. And if they choose to play their 4-3-3, I think it's going to allow our too much space for our attacking players, and that's just in the 20 minutes of film I've watched on Mount St. Mary so far. And Cash, they've got a good win under the belt, and then Community beat them the other night. So we don't play them until next Friday, so I will get to Cash on Monday. But the girls Monday we will again talk their shape and formation, and then go into our attacking sets and work finishing and work our first five and make sure we come out fast.
Well, I regret to say that we're coming up on time here. I mean, I feel like we could keep
Man,
going
we
for
can go
another
for a little
hour.
while, yeah.
No kidding. I got one more question, Coach Pennington. Turf or grass?
If grass is in great condition, grass. But turf is awesome, because you're not going to get a bad bounce of the ball. But if the grass is kept great and there's no bumps, I mean, grass is always the best. But yeah, we really like that we're playing on turf now, because our home field had got a lot of wear and tear just with football. Our little league plays out there on Saturdays, and then we practice there. Everyone practices on it. Track meets. There's a circus out there. So.
Not our grass.
Yeah, not our grass. So if it's between our grass and turf, it's a no-brainer. Let's pick the turf, and we at least know the role's going to be true, So
There you go. That's
yeah.
a good reason. They do a lot of stuff out there, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you this real quick on the side. I went to Southern Nazarene's field first before the game, and then I went to the practice field first before I finally realized y'all were playing on the football field. But we got there. Hey, we're coming up on the end of this show. It's been a fun one sitting down with the coaches from soccer right now. Anything y'all want to say to the people watching before we go?
Come out and support us. It's the entertainment value. I mean, the 10 goals and the 9 goals. It was
and 2 clean sheets.
And 2 clean. It was not I don't think it was a boring game to watch.
I mean, we had a good time. I don't know about Ada's side, but we had a great time.
They didn't. But I think we put a good product out there. I think they play the right way, and it's exciting when both of our teams have the players that we have that create the chances that we have. So I would just encourage, bring your kids, and bring the family and cheer loud. So
yeah, for sure. Come on out.
Absolutely.
All right, folks, we are done here. They got to get on their way. Thanks so much for tuning in here on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. We enjoyed this show, and thanks so much to Aloha for sponsoring it, letting us come down and sit down here. It's always a great time. One more time for Aloha, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. Call 405-633-7778. Come take a peek at their giant menu up there. Get yourself something nice. I'm taking mine to go. Don't even worry. I said to go. We're in the soccer mood. Taking mine to go. Hey, we'll see you next time. The girls play Mount St. Mary's coming up. Should be a good time. We'll see you there. Have a great night. God bless.
God bless y'all. Y'all come out and check out the soccer.